With all the talk of Andrew Tate, him and his 33 cars, I already pointed out the Masonic connection with Andrew Tate, but what this video is about, him talking about flat earth. And there's a certain amount of flat earthers out there that look at him as some type of hero putting out this truth with the flat earth. But again, like I stated many times, they always control both sides of each debate. And let's get right to it with Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan speaking to their cousin Luke, who's filming this. And let's take a look at this exchange of dialogue regarding flat earth versus ball earth. Take a listen.
You guys keep calling me globetard, so it seems like it.
The earth is flat. I follow all the flat earth pages.
Yeah, so, okay. I mean, it's not flat.
You're a globetard.
You're a globetard. You think this isn't flat.
It's not.
Is the world round?
Yes, it's a globe.
Globetard.
I gotta admit, that's pretty funny how they're mocking him for believing that he lives on a spinning ball, but more to come. Let's continue.
Alright, so how's it flat then? Prove to me it's flat.
Look outside.
I see the curve.
You don't see shit.
I do, I see the curve.
Tell him more proof.
More proof. Did you know that not once in the history of space travel ever has any astronaut panned his camera around 360 degrees? Not once. Why don't they?
What do you mean?
It's all fake, all
Studios.
manipulated
Studios, yeah.
images, yeah.
Not
And that's
flat.
why you're Lork the globetard.
So is space fake? Is there even space?
Space is fake.
You're Lork.
Space is
So it's a dome?
Space is CGI. Yeah, it's a solid.
I'm going to drink so much more of that.
I'm not a
If
globetard.
you have a spacesuit, you can go up there and see it's flat.
So definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, this exchange is obviously scripted to play out this way. The questions by the cousin, and I find it pretty funny, though, the response by Andrew Tate and his brother Tristan. But nonetheless, again, they control both sides of each debate. And many people in Flat Earth might have seen this, but what it comes down to is the inconsistency. That's what I look for. I just don't watch this clip and get all excited and say, hey, this guy Andrew Tate's a flat earther, because I also came across this clip basically in the same timeline, not too far apart, where Andrew Tate claims that we live in a ball, that the earth is supposedly round, and he's been in space, which is, of course, absolutely ridiculous. Take a listen.
Andrew, do you believe the earth is flat or round, spherical, globe?
Round.
You believe it's round, right? But when you walk outside, it feels like it's flat.
brother, and I
It looks flat, it feels flat, but you believe it's round. Why do you believe the earth is round?
Because I have personal experience that would prove to me that the earth is round.
Oh, you have personal experience. What happened? Did you go up to the fucking moon? Is that how you figured it out?
Exactly. I flew up into space, and I looked down on Earth.
So you can see he's not a serious flat earther, obviously. And anybody that's been in flat earth for any amount of time will know, they're controlling both sides of this debate. They're not going to let the flat earth truth be organic. They got to, again, control both sides. And that gets back to, years ago, of course, you had Kyrie Irving, who was one of the first in the mainstream media to be propped up as a flat earther in recent history. And I made a video about that many years ago when he first came out again as a flat earther. But I point out all the symbolism that he displays, as you see here, the 666 over the right eye. And as you can see here as well, the tattoo on his left shoulder. Just a little bit of a close-up. The pyramid with the all-seeing eye. And this one is very revealing. The hexagram with the all-seeing eye in the center. And this is a very powerful symbol when it comes to the other side. As you see here, the hexagram is all about putting a hex. And that is the root of the hexagram. So again, this is the kind of people you're dealing with, supposedly in truth. And of course, Kyrie Irving flip-flop, just like we saw, again, with Andrew Tate flip-flopping. Basically, in this video, again, showing or talking about how, it's ridiculous to believe that we live on a ball, on a sphere. But in this video, he says he went in space and he saw that Earth was round. And absolutely ridiculous. You know absolutely no way he went into space, because space, as we are told, it does not exist. All we have is inner space. And that gets more into other characters involved with the flat earth. Of course, you have here Shaquille O'Neal. And this is a more recent video with Shaquille O'Neal speaking with these two Australians about flat earth. And let's get right to it. The contradictions, once again, just like Andrew Tate, are going to be obvious. Let's play the clip.
Claiming that you thought the world was flat and there's no way it was round. Was that a joke, or is that what you think?
It's a theory.
All right, so neither.
So no, I mean,
no, it's a theory.
No, it's just a theory. You know, they teach us a lot of things. Just a theory. For example, I flew 20 hours a day. Not once did I go this way.
You didn't.
All straight. I didn't go. You
didn't tip over an edge. Yeah.
No, I didn't tip over. I didn't go upside down.
So that gets into this older clip here with Jimmy Kimmel about 5-6 years ago, questioning Shaquille O'Neal if he believes that we live on a flat earth. And this is really revealing here before even getting to the context of the dialogue between Shaquille O'Neal and Jimmy Kimmel. Let's take a look here. Again, signs and symbols says it all. Let's take a look at that handshake, and you can clearly see that's a Masonic handshake. And I'll back it up here. And just take a look at Jimmy Kimmel look down as he's about to shake hands with Shaquille O'Neal, making sure he has the proper Masonic grip. And I'll get a little bit of a close up, actually holding it up, and getting that real good shot for those that know about masonry. A little bit of a close-up here as well. And this one's actually in slow motion. But you can see clearly that is a Masonic handshake. And I know, of course, there'll be doubters. I'll make some more connections. But first off, let's play this clip for more clarification when regarding, again, Shaquille O'Neal just saying, just 3 or 4 months ago regarding the flat earth and calling it a theory and not basically downing it. And in this clip, which is totally contradictory, where basically he says he's just joking, it's not serious. So again, just like Andrew Tate, the inconsistencies, these flip-floppers are obvious. Let's take a listen here.
Joke about the world being flat, right?
Was it? Of course it was.
When I heard you...
And he says, of course it was. I know some people in flat earth might say, oh, he's just, protecting himself. He's really a flat earther. No, he is just like the rest of these characters. They're Masons, and I'll get more of that in a bit. Let's continue on here.
You say that people were getting all excited. It's like there's no way that he wasn't joking in this situation.
They got upset, and my theory is, I bought a bus a couple of summers ago. So when I drive from Florida to California, it seems flat to me.
I see. Okay.
So you ever been in a flight and you get ready to land and you pull up the window and you look?
Yeah.
It seems flat, right?
Well.
So that was my theory. I'm just joking.
And then he goes on to say he's just joking. So again, I really have to be, clear on this aspect of this is an interview from 5 or 6 years ago. And then more recently, he tries to, bamboozle people with this interview from this crew in Australia. And he's taken the side again of flat earth or being a theory and looking into it when he already stated it's just basically a joke to him. But again, the connections, just like I showed with Kyrie Irving, and this is very important to understand, again, the whole symbol aspect of this. And for those that know anything about Shaquille O'Neal, they'll know he is a Mason himself. So it's very clear they're controlling both sides. Here you see Shaquille O'Neal with his Masonic ring. And here you see him, obviously with the Masonic apron, doing the same exact Masonic handshake as Jimmy Kimmel gave him. And take a look at where this is all filmed at. In Hollywood, on Hollywood Boulevard, with Jimmy Kimmel Live. And of course, with the law of reversal, with live, it's EVIL. We know what that is, backwards. And taking a look at the very top of this building, and what does it say? Freemasonry built its temples among the nations and in the hearts of men. So this is all in plain sight. again with the Masonic handshake. You know, Jimmy Kimmel interviewing another Mason. Jimmy Kimmel being a Mason himself, obviously. And this is how clever they are. With Jimmy Kimmel, when you turn his name sideways, you get the obvious dual 33s in plain sight. Again, of course, all to do with Masonry and the dual 33s. As I've shown many times with Luther Smith, this very famous Freemason. And again, you see the dual 33s in plain sight. So again, they're very clever. And people that get propped up in society, you must have talent. But definitely when you have a 33 name, in this case, a dual 33 name turned sideways with Jimmy Kimmel. But again, the whole concept of controlling both sides of each debate, again with Kyrie Irving, as you see here in the hexagram. Shaquille O'Neal, no doubt whatsoever, a Mason, he loves to show it off. Jimmy Kimmel himself. So they're definitely showing how they're controlling this matrix with all these control puppets. And it's all in plain sight.